We are going to jump right into today's lock highlights. I have already separated. I've pulled out some hair on my model today. I've selected two different shades of blonde, a level 7 in and also a 9 high lift blonde. And for locks, one thing you have to pay attention to is making sure you saturate that lock thoroughly because you don't want it to look patchy. So I mixed up all of my color here. I've already got my foil together, my brushes, everything laid out, because once you mix it, your clock starts ticking. I'm using foil here, and I know it's going pretty quick, but what I'm doing is placing the color on the foil and the hair because you want to make sure you get all sides of that lock, okay? So one thing we do hate is when we pull some color out of the lock, pull that foil off, and it's patchy. So you want to make sure you very consistent and saturate very well. So I'm alternating here. As you can see, I've already separated the hair with 2 braids, and I sporadically but strategically pulled out some hair. I didn't pull out hair just from the sides. I went throughout her head to make sure that the locks were coming from certain areas. You don't want to take this all down and shampoo it and your model's looking crazy because she got 10 locks on one side and 2 on the other. So as you can see, I am applying the color from the ends of those locks, kind of close to the scalp area, not too close because we want highlights to look natural. You don't want the highlights coming from the scalp. That looks kind of weird, okay? So I'm not a fan of heavy highlighting unless the client wants it. You know, if they want it, then fine. I'm putting plastic bags over each side. I'm going to have to use 2 because she has a lot of hair, and I put it under the dryer. Here's my second model here. This is how I went through and strategically put out those locks I was talking about earlier. You know, making sure they are not coming from the same place, but spread out evenly as if she, you know, just had regular flowing hair and I was doing highlights. Contain that side, and I started braiding the remainder of the locks, making sure I'm not pulling too tight. I want to be able to move the locks around while I'm applying this wonderful color that she wants. Now what I did for her is she wanted 2 different shades as well, but she wanted blue as well, so she talked me into it. So the same thing, I start applying the color onto the locks. I do 2 at a time, sometimes 3, alternating from the 2 different colors that I choose or whatever you choose. And I use 40 volume developer. Now some people think 40 volumes means 4 levels. That's not what it means. It means 40 minutes. How long is it going to take your hair to lift to the desired color? We'll talk about color formulations on another video. My clients are under the dryer now. Processed it, checked it, it came out to the desired look, so now she's at the shampoo bowl. Let's rinse this puppy out. Nice, look at that. Different dimensions. Nice. Now shampooing these locks, you have to make sure you rinse out the hair thoroughly. You do not want to leave any color in. You don't want a lock falling off a week later because it's been processing. I'm using Patrick Bradley's P Element Psychedelic, and I don't want to brag shampoo. As you know, I was Team Hollywood for 9 years. Shouts out to Team Hollywood. I still love P Element products. They still do the job. I love the way the locks feel when I rinse them out. I followed up with Honey You Make Me Nuts conditioner. Now I'm on my other model. Now I pulled out 2 locks, the lightest ones, because that's where I want to apply my blue. One thing I want to talk about, if the hair is yellow and you apply blue, what does yellow and blue make? Green. You have to make sure you know your color chart. We'll talk about that on another video too. So I had to do a little special mixture of this blue. Now I'm back to my first model again. I'm about to do her retwist. Look at her taking that comb out. She makes me so sick. Anyway, using the methods from the almighty Damian Walter from The Evolution of Style. I've been doing locks for years, but I really love his methods. I love what he talks about, so I kind of changed up what I do. Every dog can learn a new trick. I don't care how long you in this game, you can still learn from other people. You could teach people, but you can learn as well. So I'm doing her retwist. She wants some waves, so what I did was retwisted 6 locks. Once I get 6 done and secured, I go grab 2, 2, and 2, and I do a braid. kind of sped it up for you guys, and you can see I'm at the top now. And again, once I get 6 of them secured, I braid them using 3-strand braid technique, 2 locks in each strand. Some of them I needed to secure with rubber band, some of them I didn't. I spread with the Evolution of Style Lock and Curl Spray. Place a head wrap on those edges so they can be fried down and laid to the side. And this is what it comes out to be. Look how cute. Look at that. Look at that blue lock. Bam! Not green, but blue. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Deuces. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.